Hello. Homicide. Right now? They're calling me in? Alright. Send me everything. I'll take it from here.
Are the suspects ready for questioning? Yes, sir. All right, send them in.
Now you might be wondering why they chose this specific person for the case. Well, I'll tell you. This is Detective Boba, one of, if not the world's best homicide investigator. He is now challenged with what peers called impossible. The task of figuring out who out of 6 people killed Hillary Cruz.
Miss Castro.
Hi, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Emma. Yeah. Oh. Nice to meet you.
Do you know why you're here today?
Yes, I believe so. My best friend was murdered.
She was indeed. Where were you on the night of that incident?
So I was coming home from work, and me and Hillary, we usually hang out, maybe watch a movie, and then I see her on the ground, and it looked like she had been strangled, like she was lifeless. She was pale, there was nothing there.
That's interesting. Did you have a grudge with her or something?
Why would I have a grudge with her? We're best friends. Do you have grudges with your best friends?
No. But what can you tell me that rules yourself out as a suspect in this investigation?
I got home from work at 9:30, and then we watched a movie, and then I just found her. So she left the room. She went out into the hallway in my apartment, obviously, and I just saw her lifeless body. So it couldn't have been me. I was inside. I came home from work.
So she was found at 10:47, and you're saying she left at 9:30. You're just expecting me to believe that she left the room and you found her lifeless on the floor. You didn't hear any struggle, any fighting.
Well, we were watching a movie, so
you're awfully twitchy right now.
I just get nervous sometimes.
Let me ask you something. Is this a game to you?
Why would it be a game? She was murdered.
I don't know. You're twitching. You're smiling.
She's my
That's your best friend.
Yes,
That's
and I love her.
Really.
I loved her. If your best friend was murdered, you would feel the same way.
You don't know me. Well, that's all I have for now.
I didn't kill her. I didn't kill her.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't kill her. She's my best friend.
Miss Harrison. Entrepreneur, very successful woman. All of that was gone in the blink of an eye. Because of Miss Cruz.
What about her?
How do you feel about that?
Dealing with the fact that I lost my company and reputation, I don't feel very good about that, sir.
So, is the fact that you lost your company more important, or the fact that you lost one of your friends?
Who said we were friends? After making me lose my company, why would I ever be friends with her?
Where were you on the night of that incident?
I was at home. I was working on my laptop trying to figure out a way how to get my company back and reinstate my reputation.
How am I supposed to believe that that's the case? You clearly have a grudge against her, so
I mean, I do, but why would a criminal record help me in my case? What would be the point of me killing her if I'm trying to rebuild my reputation?
She cost you thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, and you're just gonna let it slide?
That's just how it goes.
What time were you on your computer, trying to get your business back together?
I was on my computer from 5 p.m. to about 9. Then I went to bed
So
around
it's-
10.
You went to bed around 10. But you finished working around 9, so that still gives you time to, go over, speak to Hillary and maybe even, take out whatever pent up anger you had against her.
Sir, if I may say, if I strangled her and then stabbed her 47 times, would that make sense hour-wise? I can do all that in an hour? Doesn't make sense.
Happened at 10:47. Well, body was found at 10:47. And you didn't deny it,
Didn't deny what?
that you killed Miss Cruz.
What is a denial gonna mean in this situation? I mean,
Helps
me
your
say,
case.
I'm telling you right now, I didn't do it. But
How am I supposed to believe you?
that's the question.
You don't have an alibi, you don't have any convincing. I mean, you clearly do not like her, so what's stopping me from keeping you on this suspect list?
The simple fact that I wouldn't kill her. Yes, I hold a grudge. As normal, if somebody ruined your career, you would hold a grudge, wouldn't you?
We're not talking about me, we're talking about you.
Okay.
I asked the questions. You need to remember that.
Well, sir, indulge me. Answer this one question.
Would I have a grudge against somebody that...
Ruined
my
your
career?
career.
Well, I wouldn't be in that situation in the first place. But
I did what I had to do on my end
you did what you had to do.
for my job, for the business deal.
Really.
However, it's not my job to account for Hugh Mitchell's funds or Owen Weslowski's funds.
Well, that's all I have for today. Hopefully, I don't have to see you back in here, but until then. Sabrina James. I've been waiting to talk to you. It's nice to finally meet you. Do you know why you're here?
Not exactly.
Not exactly. Have you heard the news? I'm assuming you have.
About what?
About the passing of Hillary Cruz. Or should I say the murder of Hillary Cruz.
It sucks.
Sucks. That sucks. Is that all you have to say?
Yeah.
Do you have a grudge against Hillary Cruz? Because of what she did to your brother?
I wouldn't say that.
Really? Really? I mean, the way you said that kind of tells me otherwise.
I just think she got what she deserved.
Well, I was gonna do the part where I ask you, what can you tell me to take you off this suspect list, but that kind of solidifies you as a suspect. You will be looked at, and
I wasn't in the state actually.
you weren't in the state. I was gonna ask you where you were, but that doesn't even make sense because why would you leave your brother all alone?
He's old enough to handle himself. We've been living on our own for years.
I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people hold you responsible for your brother's death
How could you even say that?
because you weren't there for him that night.
Just because I don't go to party with my brother?
Or you could have told him not to go. Or
Or
You could have just-
maybe she shouldn't have done what she did to my brother.
listen, I know you're mourning, but that doesn't give you the right to take another person's life. That's all I have for you right now. We will talk again. Mr. Weslowski, it's good to see you.
Always a pleasure, Mr. Fenner.
Nice to meet you. Do you know why you're here?
I mean, one can assume.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard the
Young
news.
lady gets killed. There's not much to do other than check the people she, worked with and around.
That's correct. Where were you? Let's just get straight to it. Where were you at the time of the incident?
Well, simply, I was in my office doing nothing more than checking the latest stocks. I can show you right here. Obviously. Very good stock profile, obviously. You know me.
Heard good things
Very
about
well
that.
renowned. But nothing more than that, you know, it was end of a day. Nothing much more to do. Finishing up in the office and heading home.
Seemed like a pretty good guy. But I have to ask you, did you have a grudge against Miss Cruz?
A grudge?
Grudge.
And for what reason would I have a grudge against her?
I mean, she stole tens of thousands of dollars from you.
She stole 53,000
Mm,
to be exact.
that's a lot of money.
Mainly in insignificant amounts to me.
Very true. But
Not
That's
one to
betrayal.
hold a grudge.
that's betrayal. You put your trust into her. She,
Well, she never found another job in the business industry ever again after that.
mm,
I made sure of that. And that was good
Really?
enough of a punishment for me.
you made sure of it.
Mm.
In what way?
In what way?
What can you
Defend.
tell? What can you tell me that makes me comfortable with removing you off the suspect list?
What can I tell you? That I didn't have a grudge against her.
Mm.
And plus, this is a $50,000 suit. Blood on this type of suit is not worth the risk.
Did you have somebody else do your dirty work for you?
I mean, I have people do a lot of work for me, but murder, not one of my specialties.
Okay. Well, that's all I have for you right now. But we will be talking again.
Of course. You have my number. You know how to reach me.
I do. Hopefully we can meet under different circumstances.
I hope it's the same.
Joseph, it's been a while, man. I mean, you've had a couple of moments in this department, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's good to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why you're here?
I know that I have my people. I know that one girl is dead that owed me $40,000.
Well, you got straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph, where were you on the night of the murder?
I was doing my business. It was not.
Business.
I'm tired of her. I'm glad she's gone, but it was not me.
What type of business?
I cannot. I plead the fifth. I cannot tell you that information.
Fair. I mean, you did say you have people. Did you send anybody out to do any dirty work?
Do you have any proof I sent anybody?
No, I'm not saying I do. I'm just asking you a question.
I do not send anybody. I have good lawyers. I cannot tell you anything. But of all the things you said, murder is not on there. So how can you just assume it's me just because of some charges?
I don't know, but I know I can't trust you. Just like how you couldn't trust Hillary because she stole 40K from you.
I don't trust anyone.
Then why did you trust her with 40K?
She was a long-time friend. I gave her money. She kept saying, "Oh, I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back." Where's the money? She still owed me $40,000. I'm glad she's gone. We're not friends no more.
You've been in this business for so long. You should know better than that.
I know better. She was like my own family, but not anymore. I'm glad she's gone.
So she goes from family, and then now you don't care about her?
You have one chance. She had her chance and she lost it.
She was strangled and stabbed 47 times.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, from one of the weapons we got from your house, you like your blades, don't you?
Hey, it's just for intimidation. You police have your guns. What's the problem?
Well, the problem is she was stabbed, and you own plenty of sharp objects to do so.
Hey, if you look through my cabinet, no sword has any blood. but you assume it's me. There's knives out there. There's daggers. Why don't you check anyone else? How do you know they do not have weapons?
Well, I'll let you know that after we run this for tests. As far as I'm concerned, you're at the top of the list, sir. So that's it for now. Hopefully I don't see you again.
Yeah, okay. I'll make you sorry for this.
Hey, we'll see. Liam John Barrett. I know you've been through a rough couple of days, but I have to ask. Do you know why you're here?
Because Hillary Cruz was murdered.
She was murdered. The same Hillary Cruz that you saved. Also the same Hillary Cruz that murdered your daughter. Because of drunk driving. Now, I have to ask, did you hold a grudge against her after you found out?
Yeah, I did. But at the end of the day, I took the Hippocratic Oath and I had a job to do, and saving her life was part of that.
Did you know while you were doing the surgery?
No.
How long after you saved her life did you know that your daughter died because of her?
I found out 13 minutes after I saved her life.
What time?
About 9:50.
Now, the murder, well, her body was found at 10:47. That's still a lot of time and definitely enough time for you to go and, let's say, stab somebody 47 times or strangle them. Do you know anything about that?
Well, I don't know. I think it's strange. Why would I save her life just to take it an hour later?
Because you may have felt like you made a mistake by saving her life. You may have felt that if you let her die, it would have made up for your daughter's death.
Well, I'll tell you my feelings, Detective. I think that I did my job. I took the Hippocratic Oath, and that is something I abide by. I saved Miss Cruz's life, regardless of the circumstances. That's just how it is, and that's how it always will be.
That's respectable. Well, hopefully, I don't have to see you again.
Hello, everyone. I know you're wondering why I brought you all here, but it's to tell you that I found out who the murderer is. And I'll tell you how.
I never told you why people consider the detective one of the best. He likes to play with his food. This whole time, he knew who committed the crime, but like I said, he likes to play with his food. Right after the detective got the call, he was sent a file filled with intel and evidence. This file was all he needed. The first piece of evidence was the murder weapon left at the scene, a pair of baby scissors. This weapon was poorly chosen by the killer because there were cuts on the gloves, which allowed us to assume confidently that the aggressor was hurt as well. This assumption led us to finding blood that did not belong to Hillary, along with the fingerprints left not too far away from the crime scene. And last but not least, a strand of hair that was found on Hillary's body. Not only did we have undeniable evidence that Sabrina James did it, it was so bad that we had to give her a chance to explain herself, and she still did not make a good case.
I knew
Why would you kill her?
Why would you do that?
Ma'am! Arrest her!
You're under arrest.
Arrest her!
Also, can I have
Honestly, I'm not mad.
Alright.
She owed me 40,000. Thank you. I didn't have to do it myself.
You murderer! That's so crazy! It was worth it!
Hillary. Hillary? Oh my god! Hillary! Oh my god! Oh